Hello, and welcome back to the Lost Archives Tyranny of Dragons campaign for episode 12, part 2.
Hell yeah.
We are jumping straight back in with the acquisition and exploration of the new guildhall, a place which historically was known as the Night Hall. However, you guys are free to rename this as you wish. This is your property. And we left off the first part of the session, the last little bit, with the storage of the 3 dragon eggs the party had acquired, shall we say, in the basement area. Now, what would you guys like to do?
We haven't really searched the rest of the building, have we? We've only searched really the bedrooms upstairs and the kitchen. Have we checked out the library? There was nothing in there that was really of interest, Andrew?
Azure's been through the library.
Well,
I mean, do you want to check out
to make some lunch. Mira would like to check out
do you want
the
to
kitchen.
check the?
I think it
check
might
out
be.
the hall.
I think it might be a bad idea to go and report into the Adventurers Guild soon and get some of that that role playing sort of going.
True. Yes, Mira. If you're hungry, Mira.
I don't know how much the live stream wants to see us just looking through every room in a house.
I want to look through every room in the house. I love this floor plan so much.
I think it's awesome, and I think it's something that could definitely be cool to check out. But maybe not for the entire session.
Yeah, I mean that's a great idea. If we head over to the, we can head over to the Adventurers Guild and tell them what happened in Green Nest and report in. And
Can I just check one thing? One
Yes,
thing.
of course you can.
Mira just wanted to have a real quick check for any hidden compartments in the library. Actually,
Would
no,
you like to
underneath the pier. If there's anything under the pier.
She really wants to
Anything under the pier.
I do.
Okay. Would you like to make me a investigation or a perception check?
10. I am average.
As you look into the murky canal water of the Oxenfurt side canals, very Venetian in terms of the pollution levels. Not Venice right now, because Venice is doing really well, but Venice before lockdown. As you have a bit of a look through, the water seems to be hiding any secret tunnels as far as you can see. There's nothing you can see below the surface.
I will
Sorry.
unlock this house one day. I'll go outside. Go to the
Alrighty.
guildhall, yeah.
Over to the Guildhall. Now, are you taking the cart or leaving that here?
I think
Is the cart ours to own, or
The
is it
cart
property of
belongs
the
to the guild.
Guild.
Oh,
take
okay.
it
So you
back.
should take it back then.
I think taking
Alrighty.
it back would be a good idea.
We did say we'd take it back, eh?
Leosin, I will stay and guard the place. Make sure that no one comes and takes the dragon eggs. I don't think I need to come with you to the guild, do I?
I don't think so. Why don't you have a good look around the library and see if we can set it up so we can get started on our study later.
I can absolutely have a bit of a look around, see what I can find.
Amazing. All right, shall we head off?
We should really come up with a code name for the dragon egg so we can actually talk about them.
Instead of going, those things.
We can, I don't know, name them after fruits or something. The green one could be an apple.
Apples and pears. How are the apples and pears treating you, eh?
The apples and pears remain unhatched. Wait.
Unjuiced.
Are they ripe? Yes.
Are
Sure.
they ripe? Are they ripe yet? Huh?
No, they're not quite ripe yet. Yeah. Sure, that kind of works.
Apples and pears. Love apples and pears.
Uh,
All right, then.
Yep.
Come on, let's get a move on, eh?
Alrighty. You guys begin to head up the bustling, busy streets towards the Adventurers Guild. As you pass through the main gates, you can see a very familiar halfling in the stables at the main entrance, who gives you a very warm wave as you guys enter and bundles over towards the cart. Oh, you're all done with the cart then? Nice. I can take that off your hands then, can't I?
Thank you very much.
No problem, no problem. I'll just need to see the chit of the cartographer for the guild.
Yes, that's mine. Here you go.
Ah, fantastic. He gives it a stamp. Wonderful, wonderful, great. Well, we've marked that off. All the paperwork's correct. Feel free to head on inside. If you ever need a cart, you know who to come talk to.
Thank you very much, good sir.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks. I look at Azure as we're walking in. What's his name again? Or what? Yeah. What?
I don't remember.
Cartman?
It's been a long few days.
Cartman.
Eric Cartman.
You guys go home.
What have you done to my hearth? You done to my fucking hearth.
Yeah, so you guys head inside. Exactly.
Fuck you guys.
That was very Al Pacino.
That was.
Yeah, that was very Al Pacino.
Was it? I don't know what I was doing. I was butchering an accent.
I will bring us back. Actually, I'll leave the night hall open. Why not? People can enjoy the night hall for a little bit longer while we do this bit, and we will switch over to. Here we go. Alrighty, as you enter into the main halls, you can see the chaos of the Oxenfurt chapter of the League of Adventurers is in full swing. People coming and going, races, classes of all varieties, milling about in various teams or working as solo adventurers. The common room sort of beckons beyond the long corridor with the team flags and banners down the sides. But you know that your destination is Sylvia Whistlewood's office. As you head down the corridor, taking a right, then a left, then up some stairs, you arrive at the door to the chief clerk, chief administrator's office, Sylvia Whistlewood. With a polite knock, you hear a voice from inside. Yes, do come in. And you open the door to see the familiar sight of Sylvia Whistlewood, the half-elf with auburn hair fading to grey, amber-coloured eyes, looking very tired and haggard with mounds of paperwork on her desk. Very neatly organised paperwork, but quite a lot of stuff. You can see that there is a bedroll in the corner, hidden behind some boxes of more files. You suspect that she has had a busy time of late and may have even been sleeping in her office.
Yes? Ah, Tempest. I understand that we sent you to Greenness. How did you go? Were you successful in your mission?
I think so. It might have gotten a little bit out of hand, though.
A little bit out of hand? What are you talking about?
Well, it wasn't just killing kobolds, was it?
we walked into a full-on war. That was
I'm
fun.
sorry, what? You were sent to investigate suspicious sightings of kobolds and masked humans.
The cult of Tiamat.
What?
And you see her face quickly drains of colour.
Surely
Yes,
not
we
there
have-
as well.
We have some very serious news to talk about.
Well, you better get started. What do you have to say? Tell me your report.
Well, we started in Green Nest, and once we came upon the town, it was under attack by the cultists.
Who had a giant dragon?
Then?
Who had a giant dragon?
Who also had a giant dragon in their midst.
I'm just going to chip in a little bit.
It was blue. It was
Dragon.
a big blue dragon. This big, and then Emeric puts his hands out and stretches as far as he could.
Oof. Well,
Mira will sigh, step forward with this bound sort of report that she's made on the journey back, and just say, "I think."
Oh
you'll
yes,
find,
this would be much faster. To be honest, actually, that's probably better.
oh, yes, Mira, wonderful. I'm so pleased that you're along with them. I've been trying to get the other numerators to take their job seriously, but I have to say you're standing out as a bit of an exemplary example of the numerator and the particular
Oh, that's
job.
Mira, exemplary.
She takes your report, Mira.
Right, I won't be a moment.
So
And
the
she-
report contains everything except for the interest that they showed in Mira. There's no mention of all
Okay,
that
so
stuff.
to clarify, it records the eggs that you stole.
No, not the eggs that we stole. No.
Okay, so is there anything else that's
about
missing?
that, and nothing about
Langdedrosa?
Langdedrosa.
Okay, so Langdedrosa's omitted completely. Would you like
Please
to
read
make
any of
me...
these reports?
Would we know?
No, only Mira's read this. Mira's the sole creator of this report. Mira, would you like to roll me just a flat charisma check? Because you're trying to change a narrative by removing some very key players, and I want to see how much sense the narrative still makes. It's a flat charisma check to try and doctor these documents.
Do you want me to do a deception check, or...?
It's not deception per se, and it's not persuasion per se. That's why I've just gone for a flat check. But actually, you should have your proficiency bonus. So yes, you can roll it as a deception or a persuasion. Yeah, it should be with your proficiency. Because you're not deceiving. You're not. Yeah, it's sort of a grey area.
Rewriting history. In fact,
it's mostly to see how much of a narrative you can concoct by removing a couple of key players. 11.
Well, too well.
Flicks through. Is that with your proficiency as well?
Mm-hmm. I rolled an 8.
But your charisma should be more than +1.
+3. 8 plus 3.
So you should have another +2 on top of that, because your proficiency bonus is +2.
Oh yeah, I didn't know what to add to that.
13.
So 13. 13's a bit better. As Sylvia sits down and begins speed reading this document, literally her eyes moving as a blur as she powers through the text, occasionally sort of going, right, yes, okay. Really like powering through these very, very quickly, and you can sort of see that the spectacles perched across her nose occasionally seem to sort of catch a bit of light and flash and glimmer. And after only about 5-6 minutes of silence, she reaches the end of the document, looks up, sort of blinks a few times and goes, right, well, very thorough document, Mira, very, very thorough indeed. I'm just confused about some of the details. I mean, this cult, the cult of Tiamat, what were they doing in Green Nest? They were there to gather treasure, is what your report said. This is not the only report we've had of this cult, the Order of the Dragon. There have been a number of worrying reports from up and down the coastline. 2 of our guilds have gone missing in the last several days. It seems that this is coordinated and far larger than just the force that you encountered. This is very grave news indeed. We need to have more information. I wish we could speak to someone higher up in their organization, or we could capture someone. I need to know more.
We sent an insider to Oxenford, didn't we? I'll be looking at the guys, like everyone in the team, saying that.
Yes.
Well, we know the general direction that the cultists were heading.
Oh no, I mean, we literally convinced Langdedrosa to come back and possibly join us. I'm pretty sure Mira gave him one of our
Who's
cards.
Langdedrosa? What? There's no mention of this name in my report.
Yes, he is a blue dragonborn.
Ex-lover.
No! She goes
Future.
pink on one side and dark fuchsia on the other side.
Mira,
No.
are you fraternizing with the enemy?
No,
Yes, she did.
like, no.
Previously, I'm sorry.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Not at all.
Allegedly.
This is the rumour that Wiltix is starting.
Yeah. Yes, I might have left him out a little bit. Yes, escaped my mind. It wasn't that important, but yes, he might be actually in the city. We asked him to drop by, but he's quite, he's not working for them anymore. But he might have some information. Also, Azure's brother, as well.
Yes, we rescued we rescued my brother from their camp.
You have
And
a brother,
he has returned.
right?
Yes, he has returned with us to Oxenford.
Okay.
It's section 6.2.4.IV.
Oh, yes, Leosin, Olantha. Yes, right, got him here. Yes. Okay. Very well. Well, I expect you'll be wanting your guildhall now. I did promise that we would sort that out when you return to the city. I shall have you know that we have a very nice tavern available. We have an old lighthouse along the coast, a little bit beaten up. We have... she sort of like begins to pull out notes and looking through...
Now, look, I'm going to stop you there, alright? We may or
yes,
may
Emeric?
not already have a a place in mind.
You have a place in mind? I'm assuming you have some
There's
funds to
more
pay for
gifted
this
to it.
location?
Yes, as
Gifted
part of
to
our.
you?
Yes, as part of saving Green Nest, the mayor who we came to befriend has given us a freehold in in a citadel here in the city.
Governor Nighthill gifted you the Night Hall.
Yep.
That's the one.
Wow. Okay. Then, I mean, clearly he felt the need to express some gratitude. Very well. That will make for a fine guild. We can send some people over to help outfit it and do it up. I imagine it's looking a bit run down. I don't think the governor's lived there for quite some time, but we can certainly send some of the workers over to give you a bit of a hand getting it all set up. Very well. I'm just a bit thrown. It's an old family estate of his. It's been in their family for generations. For him to give that up is no small deal.
He may have saved his life.
Well, we are a pretty big deal as well, yeah.
Yes.
If it wasn't for us, I imagine Greenness would probably be burning down right now as we speak.
I'm going to puff my
Right.
chest out so I look about 4 foot tall.
Yes. Oh, very, very well. Well, your new guild. I'm not sure if you know the rules of the guild at this point. Once you become an independent guild, but you are entitled to a steward, a skilled hireling, and 2 untrained hirelings. Now we have a selection. You can do some interviews if you'd like and have a chat to them. If you have people in mind, you're more than welcome to appoint them to the role yourself. If you have someone in mind for steward or the skilled hireling or anything like that, and do you have someone in mind for the job?
I mean,
Well, my brother would potentially be up for be able to help us out, but it's always best to see all the candidates.
Sort of nudge Mira.
Have
Hey,
you got
we
any
should,
resumes?
we could get your ex-lover in, couldn't we? He could be the steward.
I think he would be.
Probably
what are we
more
gonna
an
ask him?
active member.
Yeah,
So-
good idea there.
I don't know if you've noticed, he's not the most reliable. A bit of a bully.
A perfect job for a boss, then. Steward as middle management, absolutely ideal.
I mean, yeah, if you want to.
And
I mean,
of course. Oh, sorry. Carry on.
No, it would be good. Still good to see the candidates that you have in mind.
Yes, well, very well. I can send them over to your guild, and they can go through the interview process with you. That's it. It's entirely up to you. Their wages are covered under your guild fees, which we'll of course we'll talk about those a little bit later on. I think we'll address those later. Enjoy your new manor and enjoy your new guild hall.
Well, we do have one favour to ask, as we
Yes.
usually, the Adventuring Guild hands over a place for us to use as our hall.
Yes.
Is there some compensation that we could have to help Night Hall be repaired?
Well, I'm going to send over some people to help fix it up and give it a bit of a lick of paint and whatnot. But outside of that, if you want any special things added, if you wanted to add any adjustments or special things, features, you will have to pay for those up front. But we will cover the cost of the repairs and make it livable. Again, we'll get some beds in and things like that. We can definitely do that for you.
Well, that sounds great.
It'd be our pleasure.
Thank you very much.
No, absolutely. Now, you are entitled to set up and operate a small business for profits if you so wish. Normally, the steward handles the day-to-day running of such a thing, but if you had a certain business in mind, you're more than welcome to set it up and run it out of the manor. Otherwise, you can purchase a business, an already
we-
existing one.
May have a investor in mind.
Oh, fantastic! Well, I see you've really got this all organised, haven't you? You've done your homework and really put in the hard yards.
Oh, I definitely put in the hard yards.
Wonderful. Well, that's all from me. I think for the moment, please go and enjoy your guild. Go and enjoy some time off. There will be a lot more to discuss in the future. I'm organising a few of the other guilds, some of the other independent guilds, to join on and help us set up a bit of a unified front against the Order of the Dragon. They clearly pose a threat to not just Oxenfurt, but Oshir and possibly Nostea itself, if the rumours are to be believed. And if your report is anything to go by, Mira, it seems that they are indeed trying to raise Tiamat, bring Tiamat back from her prison in Avernus. This is the third report I've had confirming this information. I think at this point we can take it as fact.
Is there anyone we can talk to from the other guilds?
Yes, of course. You can talk to any of the other guilds. You can speak to the Harpers. They're a minor guild located inside the city. I believe they have their guild hall set up. Let me just quickly open up my map. This is the DM speaking now. Let me open up my map. Yes, they're located in the dock ward. Yes, the Harpers. And then over in the Dragons district, we have the Order of the Gauntlet. Yes, they're the two main groups who I'm going to be recruiting and who I've spoken to and already have been investigating the Order of the Dragon.
Missing guilds. Is there any plans to find them?
Well, yes, I'm sending out one of our contingents to go and look for them. Let me quickly pull open which group I am sending out on such a journey. Oh yes, the Radiance. Yes, they left yesterday. Right, well, if there's no further questions for me, I better get back to work. Busy times at the moment.
Well, if you need any more help with the cultists, you know where we are.
Yes, absolutely. That'd be the Night Hall. Wow, still a bit blown away. That's I don't think you quite realise how much of an incredible steal that is. Getting that.
He was a wonderfully generous man.
Yes,
an amazing town.
Yes, I'm sure it was when it wasn't being set on fire and attacked by dragons. Yes, I'm sure it would have been quite lovely.
Well, once we saved it, of course.
Yes, quite. Well, that's all from me. I'll bid you adieu and see you again soon. I shall send down the hopefuls to your guild momentarily. And if your brother Leosa is going to be taking on the role of steward, I have a package for him to help him get started. I'll send that down immediately as well. Just some rules and bylaws and how to deal with the guild and whatnot, and manage the estate.
Fantastic. We'll have a chat with him, and if you could send down the other people you had in mind, that would be great.
Oh, I most certainly can. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for your report, and I'll see you soon.
All right there, thanks, compadre.
Cheerio.
Fantastic.
Thank you for your time.
Oh, of course, it is a precious commodity nowadays, but no. Fantastic. Did you guys want to do anything else in the guild before you head on back? So you can commission items to be made for you, weapons, armor, things like that. You've got access to Tiffany, the alchemist. Yeah, basically just sort of general services you can hit the guild up for and you get cheaper rates.
I can make it now.
Yeah.
We'll have a think off stream then, and you guys can message me and purchase anything you want, and we'll do that off stream. Fantastic. Well, as you guys head back out through the streets, this time on foot, can I have someone please roll me our first urban random encounter? I'm going to assign Wiltix and Mira to roll me a d10 each.
D10. That is a 4.
4.
Oh,
44 it is. Alrighty, let's have a look at our urban encounters. Okay.
Right, I'm not sure how to do this. Okay.
Stupid.
Yeah. So,
Gosh.
as you begin walking, you travel along through the sort of bustling, busy streets at roughly just after midday now. You come across, after about 5-10 minutes of walking down the road, you can see your guild hall. You see a stall. There is an elderly man, human looking but slightly pointed ears, maybe elf ancestry somewhere along the line. Very rich white beard, large white eyebrows, but completely bald on his head, wearing very strange robes that are embroidered with all sorts of strange symbols and sigils. And he has a sort of stall set up, and the stall along the top has a beautiful tapestry depicting a bean, what looks like some sort of broad bean or green bean. And as you're sort of walking along, you can hear him calling out,
Yes, magic beans. Magic beans grant yourself an amazing power. Come all the way from the mystical Fey wilds. Magic beans.
As you guys are walking along, and you sort of clock this guy as you're walking along. Yeah, that's what you see.
Oh, look. Random encounter, might as well make it interesting. We're going to walk over and see what he's got sitting on his bench there.
Yeah, so
I'll
the
walk up
stall
behind.
looks to be... Yep,
I'm going to walk up as well.
fantastic. Mira and Azure, are you guys going to head on over as well?
Yeah, I'll have a look.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seems like an interesting fellow.
Mira?
Yep, the other two.
Fantastic. I was half tempted to use my gnomeopathy encounter again, but I think we'll save that. So yeah, you guys head on over. You see this old man.
Oh, yes. Welcome. Come closer. You look like you could do with some amazing powers. Yes?
Oh, wouldn't go astray.
Well,
What,
let's step right up.
What do these do? What's going on here?
Well, it's very simple. I've got beans.
And he
Beans? What
literally
kind of
reaches. He reaches it. He reaches into a pouch and pulls out a handful of these rainbow-colored beans, like green beans.
Here you go, look. Rainbow, powerful, enchanted magic beans.
I'll turn around to Emeric and be like, look, Emeric, just remember, look, don't touch. You don't know where they've been.
Oh my god.
What do they do?
Well, they grant you magic powers, amazing powers for the rest of your life.
Can you
Yeah, but, what-
Arcana check?
You can
But
make an
what
arcana
magic
check,
power?
Wiltix.
Well, it's up to the wearer. It's up to the eater, the consumer of the beans. Each power is different.
Arcana 24. These
Did you say it was
beans...
from the Feywild as well?
Yes, young man, I did.
Oh, well, I also have extensive knowledge of that. You might say I have advantage on checking on those.
24 it is.
Yep. Didn't know how to say
Wiltix.
that in game, but yeah.
Wiltix, this guy is talking up these beans something fierce. There is magic to them, definitely. There is the absolute sign, the signs of magic, the way that they're sort of, the light that comes off them, the rainbow coloration, definitely magic has been used in the creation of these. As you sort of look, you're like, these aren't from the Feywilds. You're very confident that whatever these are, they're not from the Feywilds. You're not sure where they're from, but they're definitely not from there. And you suspect, looking at them, the magic enchantment on them looks to be not insanely strong either. So him saying that it's going to grant you permanent amazing powers, your bullshit meter is dinging up at category 11 right now. You're not so. You're like, nah, don't think I believe you, given my knowledge of magic and how these things seem to be reacting.
They're not not so much fey as they are fake.
Oh, nice. Do you say that?
Very nice.
2 in a row. I'm meant to be doing puns, aren't I?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would call him out on that. He hasn't said his name, has he? Either. I'll just say,
He has not said
good
his
sir,
name.
these beans, they are not from the Feywilds. I know this. You know this. What are you trying to pull here?
Well, they might be.
Where'd you find them?
Well, I got them from the mystical portal that opens up once every lunar eclipse on the moonlit bluff towards the forgotten lake. Yes.
You found these in a pond somewhere, didn't you?
No.
Can I insight check that?
Yes, you can insight check that.
Oh, that's a 9.
Elements of his story, you're not so sure. Him describing a portal, I mean, he seems to believe that bit. But the names of things he's giving, definitely the names you're like, nah, I don't think that's a real place, mate.
Azure, are you from the Fey?
Yeah, so I can recognize if he's Fey touched.
Yeah.
He is not Fey touched.
Have you actually been to the Feywilds, good sir?
Well, I might have been.
Knowing that that's fake.
I love it. I might have been.
Sir, you are a true sight for the day. Thank you so much. And I kind of walk off.
You don't want a bean?
Oh,
I'll take one.
I've been many places, and I can tell you that they are not one that I would like to try.
No one wants to be a has-been. Have a bean.
Azure's been everywhere, okay, thank you.
Oh, you never know when they'll just sprout up into new places.
1 silver for magic powers.
How about you give us some beans and we don't tell everyone else that you're pulling their leg?
I'm not pulling anyone's leg.
So what happens when you eat the bean?
You get a magic power.
What
Forever.
power?
Well, it depends on the person who eats it. It's personal. It's like a soul-linked power deep within you.
So what power did you get?
Well, I got the power to sell beans.
Oh, dude. Oh, really?
Would you like a
funny. I was
bean?
going to say you're full of shit, but now you're just clearly full of beans.
I'm full of vim and vigor.
The power to sell beans, it's amazing.
Powers of beans compels me.
Yeah, it compels us all. Come on, don't be a has-been. Have a bean.
Bean. Here's a gold bean.
Look, does anyone here want to have a bean? Mira, do you want a bean? No?
You guys walk on now. Okay, leave this.
It's only 1 silver.
charlatan.
I'm not a charlatan. I'm selling magic beans. They're magic beans.
Emeric, you really want a bean, don't you?
No. You guys walk on. Just go back to the manor. I've just got some business to attend to. As I start pulling out 5 silver from my bag.
Emeric, if you want to eat a bean, I recommend you just might as well have it now, and at least we're here to drag you back to the manor.
No. Don't worry about it. I'm not buying beans from this guy. No way at all.
I mean, you guys don't have to insight check that. It's up to you.
Yeah, we know that you're full of shit.
Amazing.
Yeah, look. Emeric, buy whatever beans you like, mate. As long as one doesn't end up in my food later on, just so you can do your little science experiments. I don't know.
Oh, come on. Don't be a has-been.
Yes, don't be a has-been.
Well, has yourself a bean right now.
Exactly. Have yourself a bean. I'm going to use that. Copyright me. Yes. Got beans? I've got beans. Would you like a bean?
I love him.
He's a beanbag.
I'm a bean daddy.
Alright, look, let's just move on, guys. Let's go back to the manor. Let's just leave
Yeah.
it be. Let's go.
Oh, you sure don't want a bean?
Are we walking off?
I'm walking off, yeah.
So
I was going to do a spotted hand check to see if I could nick one on the way, but no.
You can do that.
I did pick one to have a look at it. I'm going to see if I actually put it back or not. Oh, that one.
Young man, give me back my bean. Or a silver. Your choice. I'd prefer the
I'm
silver.
going to flick his bean back to
No.
him.
Damn it.
Oh no.
Oh.
Mira, what are you doing at this point?
I'm just walking away.
Alright, so it's just you left,
On
Emeric.
this track.
Alright, so as everyone walks away,
Unless
I
he
just
kind
sort
of suddenly rolls a fireball on everyone. Or, so.
I start pushing everyone like, come on, and then I start just sort of backing away slowly, and everyone gets further away, and I look at him like, please,
5 beans?
10. I've got 10 silver here. Give me 10 beans.
Okay.
Did you say magic?
Actually,
Oh yes, very strong magic. Very strong.
Oh, yes, perfect.
But you should know, you only get 1 power from the bean. All the beans, they only unlock 1 power within you. So if you have all 10 beans, you're still only going to get 1 power. Just want you to know that.
Wait, does that mean the power's stronger though?
Oh yes. It's the strongest. Yes, you're quite right, young man. I see you're a bean aficionado. You know your beans. I could tell the moment you stepped up that you know your beans and you love your beans.
Oh, mate, that's how I got so big and strong.
I can tell that you're a human being.
I'm gonna just give him the 10 silver.
he hands you a sack, he pours in, he counts very carefully, 1, 2, 3, and he counts out 10 beans for you, and then he gives it to
Hurry
you.
up. I don't want my party to know I've done
I've lost my count. 1, 2.
No. I don't want anyone to know that I'm buying beans. They'll think I'm not all up here, but they don't realize this is magic beans. Look, Emeric might be a little gullible.
He finishes counting out the 10 magic. Finishes counting out the 10 magic beans. Hands you a bag of beans. Bag of 10 magic beans. When you add that to your inventory, I need you to add inverted quotation marks around the word magic when you add that to your inventory, please.
Okay.
And he takes the 10 silver.
Oh, very good deal. Very good.
And then he begins
I'll give him.
packing up his stall.
I'll give him like a wave, and I'll just sort of rush off. So I'm trying to make it look like I was always behind everyone.
Fantastic. Yeah, you rush back.
100%
Rush
we
back
go
to the room.
back and forth, surely. Would we have noticed if we do a perception check?
Hey, it's
Make
up
a
to
stealth
you.
check for me, Emeric.
All right, let's make a stealth check with disadvantage.
I think they're going to know. 1 or 3. We'll take the 1. There's
look.
no way you guys don't see this.
So what would have happened is, as I'm like rushing you guys forward, you'll suddenly start to hear the chink of my armor and my footsteps start to obviously become more quiet as I've tried to back away. And it's up to you. So you've probably realized what Emeric might be doing. So it's up to you guys if you want to look back and see Emeric trying to peddle these beans real quick.
Look, honestly, I'd be happy to let you buy them. I wouldn't care. It's your money at this point.
You got to do it.
I hope you plant them somewhere safe.
Hey.
You remember the guy did tell you to eat them. Excuse me?
Would you have eaten all 10 straight away, Emeric, or would you have actually pocketed them?
No, he's pocketed them for now. He's not going to eat them just yet. He's going to take them back to the manor.
Alright.
Class.
Probably should have got some food to bring back to the kitchen, but hey.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
just
probably a
have
good
to
idea if
go
we
to
should
the
get some on the way.
Yeah, you guys can make
We say we
a
organise
detour.
that at the Guildhall?
Yeah, look, I'm happy for that. That's fine. So you mentioned to Sylvia that you guys also needed some supplies. It is absolutely covered by the guilds. Your guild fees for this month, which have already been paid, it is covered for. Food will be delivered. You will have to prepare it yourself, is something that she says. But yeah, you guys arrive back at the Guildhall, at which point Leosin comes out to greet you. Yes, Raven arrived from the Adventurers Guild.
with a note for me. I'm to be a steward.
Oh yes, well it came up in conversation. It came up in conversation if you would like to be the steward of a potential steward of the Tempest Guild.
Do you know much about stewarding, Leosin?
I'm very good at organising, and I was a sort of a spy, so I have some skills there that might have some translation.
Would you be comfortable in doing this, or should we get we were offered a skilled steward and 2 untrained. Would you like to take up the place of one of the untrained and do a bit of an apprenticeship under the skilled one?
I'm a bit beyond that. I'm not an untrained.
Was it 1 steward and 2 skilled hirelings and 2 unskilled? Is that what it was, Owen?
So you get 1 steward, 1 skilled hireling,
and
2 untrained hirelings.
Could a skilled hireling be like a blacksmith?
You could request that, absolutely.
I 100% want a blacksmith / engineer, because I want to work hand on hand with him with my arm. It'd be really cool to have like a engineer that I can talk to.
An artificer?
An artificer. So that'd be a skilled hireling, yeah. You'd be after an arcanist or an artificer, yeah. Leosin says, well, I'm more than happy to take on. I said I wanted to help out as an administrator. This seems like a good role for me. If you're happy to have me take on this role as steward, I'm happy to do it. I think I could provide a lot of valuable support, and I'm sure it's nice knowing that you've got someone here that you can trust and who's going to look out for you.
If you're very happy to do it, we don't want to force it upon you, but it'd be a...
Should we check his references first?
What was that?
Should we check his references first?
You can
I can tell you he comes from very good stock.
I've got a professional and personal reference. He's just there. Points to Azure.
Oh, professional. Okay, stretch, but I'll take it.
I don't know if I call myself professional.
No. I'm the professional.
Huh?
I'm the professional. He's only got where he... Yep, go, yeah.
I think it's probably a good idea that the steward we get definitely knows about the dragon eggs. So
that's
very good that we might have him as steward.
Yes, you mean the fruit downstairs, which is not yet ripe. Yes, not yet ripe. Okay, well that's good to know. I think we should probably make the downstairs area off limits. What do you think?
Yes, I think we should potentially build a false wall down to the basement.
Oh yes,
or maybe a door with a lock. Or maybe a false wall, we could do whatever. But the stairs, what are you going to do with the stairs? Unless you just close up the hole.
Yes, we just do a false wall at the top of the stairs.
Absolutely. There's
oh
a lot
my
of
god,
options
you
here.
could make like a sliding cupboard or something. That'd be so cool.
Tell you what, my first act as steward, I will look into this and I'll come up with something for you. How about that?
That's so cool.
Amazing. Well, thank you, Leosin. This is a great help.
No problem. I better get to reading. There's quite a bit of information here. There's a lot to learn. I'll retire to my chambers and I'll see you guys in a couple of hours. And with that, he literally heads upstairs with his bundle of papers that have been sent across, and retires to his quarters to learn. We'll do a bit of a time skip. About 2.5-3 hours later, a knock comes at the door, and you open it to see a number of people standing there, eagerly expecting and awaiting you. I will describe your applicants really quickly right now. You have a female lizard folk dressed in very sort of regalish clothes for a lizard folk, so they're quite nicely made and tailored. There is a female half-orc dressed in armor. There is an older human gentleman with very wavy auburn hair, bright green eyes, and there is a tabaxi as well. Very sort of Leonin-looking tabaxi, a very lion-like tabaxi, who is a female tabaxi who is dressed in very sort of like workers' clothes. Very like a blacksmith's apron almost. A very sort of functional clothing, and that's what you guys see standing on the
on the doorstep.
Oh, well, we might as well invite them into the front area. And where would we like to hold these interviews, everyone?
Probably in the dining room, I imagine.
Fantastic. You guys take them across into the dining room, and they will do a job interview. Now, we won't spend too much time on this, despite how much I fucking love doing this in D&D. What we will do is I will give you a little bit of background on each of these characters, and I'll do a little bit of a thing, and then you don't have to choose tonight. What we'll do is you guys can have a bit of a discussion off stream and actually appoint people to the roles that you'd like, and that way there's no pressure to it now. And we'll finish a teensy bit earlier tonight, so we'll wrap up in the next 15 minutes. So I'll go through these really quickly now. So I'll do their interviews one by one in no particular order. So we'll start with the lizard folk. Now she is... why did I do it in character? Why not?
Do it.
Hello, my name is Emeric. I'm a goldsmith. I spent some time training on the work of metals. I am well prepared to take on a role as a skilled hireling for your guild. You should know I worship Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon. And she pulls forward a necklace, which you can see.
It was really great having you come here. That'd be all thanks, though.
I have.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Thanks for that. We'll get back to you in due time.
Well, thank you for your consideration.
She goes and walks out the door. Next up is the half-orc.
You just see Emeric get fucking hate the helmet.
Oh my god.
Sorry guys, that's Emeric would do though. That's literally the god he hates.
I was expecting that.
Yeah. So the next up is the half-orc soldier, the female half-orc. She has shaved side heads, a long braid, very Viking long braid going down her back of this very braided black hair. Rough green skin. Now, sorry, I should say I'm calling her a half-orc, but just so that people can understand if you're a D&D player. On Nostea, I've probably mentioned this before, but I'll do it really quickly. There are two races of orcs. So half-orcs, the traditional half-orcs in D&D, are what's known as the orcs of Melora, or should we call them the good orcs? They're the orcs who followed the teachings of Melora and turned away from Grumush. Melora being the goddess of the wilderness and sea, Grumush being a god of destruction. The orcs who remained on Grumush's side are the traditional orcs that you might know from traditional fantasy, very generally quite evil, following a betrayer god. She's clearly got the features of an orc of Melora, much slighter, still well muscled and still strong, but that sort of much more humanoid appearance, less bestial. She has rough green skin, a large tribal tattoo sweeping up her right arm, which is very typical for orcs who've come from the floating cities. Now on Nostea, orcs are generally stick to the floating cities. They live on the sea, and they are very sort of family focused, very tribe focused, and the tribal tattoos are a mark of where they are. So if any of you have had much interaction with orcs before, you know that you can actually read elements of their own personal history and their family history, and also the history of their city from the tribal tattoos. The symbols are very important. Actually, as they do deeds and as they achieve certain things, or as they go through life experiences, the tattoos reflect this, and they are a sort of a tapestry of what they've done. And she has long flowing tattoos covering most of her right arm, which then go up onto her chest and beneath a tunic and armor, which you can't quite make out. Hey there, you can call me Bullock Blackbone. What do you need? I can do it, whatever you need.
Anything.
Just looks at you all.
What do we need?
Wait.
Depends on what you're after. I've been a soldier for many years, but I'm ready to do something different. You need to tell me what I can do, and I will do it.
So you're skilled in the art of war, but not much else? Is that safe to say?
I can learn whatever I need to do. On the seas, you need to be adaptable. You need to learn how to survive. You need to be changeable as the winds and tides themselves, as Melora wills.
Oh, I like your gusto. Any interesting skills that you might have aside from being a sea lover or what have you?
I'm a sailor, can sail any ship, any brig you bring me. I'm a fighter, skilled in naval combat as well as hand-to-hand. She pulls out a long, rough scimitar. This is Black Blade. Been my friends for many a time. If you got any problem with pirates, she's tasted their blood many a time.
Well, we haven't quite come across many pirates yet, but you never know when we'll need to.
We are on the water.
We are on water.
You are on the waterfront, but you're probably not going to encounter too many pirates in the canals of Oxenfurt.
Oh, you shouldn't mention things like that in your interview. You should be trying to pump yourself up there a little bit, but...
Hey, you're an adventuring guild. At some point you'll be heading out on the waves. Or on a skyship. And if I can fly an ocean-going vessel, I can manage a skyship as well.
Don't know how you draw the conclusion, but I like your style.
I've flown there before. Nothing too big like your fancy schooners, but I've flown a little brig, a sky brig. I'm ready for any challenge you can throw me.
That could be handy. All right. Well, thank you. Does anyone else have any questions?
Well, I'm always going to ask, but what about our blacksmithing?
Not skilled in it, no, but I can give it a go.
If you could describe yourself in 3 words, what would they be?
Adaptable. Fighter. Lover.
Wow.
Is he looking at anyone when he says this?
Do you want to make me an insight check, Mira?
Yes.
Oh, that gave me a good laugh.
She gossip. This is what
Jesus Christ.
14. She's looking at Wiltix.
Oh, hello.
Wiltix.
Do you know what?
Hey, scars get the boys and the girls.
I think it would make sense. I think it would make sense for a orc to look at a heavily scarred human and just, get a bit turned on because it's like scars equal combat.
Emeric just jealous.
I will say now that
Oh no, Emeric doesn't care about the big giant orc.
The orcs are all about stories and stories and tales and things like that, and the tattoos are all a way of marking stories on their skin. If you've got a shitload of scars, you've got a shitload of stories marked upon your skin.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll put it that way. Cool. Next up is the old human explorer.
Yes, well, my name is Fabian de Mowbray. I've been an explorer for many years.
He's wearing a pith helmet, sort of sandy, dusty shorts, and a very classic European explorer's outfit. Cropped, wavy auburn hair, green eyes, white skin, a little athletic. He's got a slight scar on his chin and a very short, spotty beard.
Yes, well, I've been very vital in looking at the continent, the lost continent of Liela. Don't you know? Spent a bit of time discovering that. Bits of it, anyway.
Yeah, okay. That's thanks for that. Never been there before, but
Yeah, but if you need to know where you're going and what's going to be there, you're going to need to bring Fabian de Mowbray along with you. That's me.
I love him. So, what did you say your name was again?
Fabian de Mowbray. Look, I've been recently divorced. I'm looking for a diversion.
Emeric's making fun of him now.
Oh, okay.
Look, I'm recently divorced. I'm looking for some sort of adventure. Really need something to just lift me back and lift my spirits.
How old is this guy?
He's in his 50s, you reckon?
Oh, so he's not that old. Okay.
No.
I was picturing some old dude in my head. But,
right, is that a better voice? Do you like that one a bit better?
No, I liked it.
No, the old voice is fine.
Fabian de Mowbray.
No, I love him.
I've ridden a dinosaur, don't you know?
Wait, what?
Yes, the ancient lizards on the continent of Liela. I rode one once. Well, sort of. I almost did.
Are they hard to learn how to ride?
If you sit on a spine, they are.
Wait, what is a dinosaur?
It's an old ancient line of lizards that went extinct on this continent.
Like dragons?
No, dragons aren't extinct.
No, but are they like similar?
Well, they're like lizards.
But aren't dragons lizards?
No, dragons are dragons. One of the older races of Nostea. You can't pull the wool over Fabian de Mowbray's eyes.
He shakes his finger at you.
What kind of places have you been to, Fabian?
Well, I discovered a gorge that I called the Mowbray Gorge. That's off towards the east. I've been to Liela, outside of Port Haven. I discovered a little bluff that I called the Mowbray Bluff.
Lots of little places. Like, have you heard of different exotic places? Like maybe one that comes to mind. Heard of a place called Moon Grotto? Have you heard of that location before?
Simon, using a job interview to find out character-specific info. I fucking love it. Let me roll a history check. Oh my god.
Do you know, that does actually ring a bit of a bell.
No, does it now?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's up towards the north. Yes.
North, near any town specifically, you might,
It does ring a bit of a bell. I'll just quickly pull open my notes so that I can tell you where it is.
As the DMO, you don't have to tell me the place now, but just when you get an idea of where it was.
This is inspired. I have to tell you what this is now. Let me just quickly pull it open. Really nicely done, man.
See an opportunity.
Well, it is the Explorer.
Yeah, exactly right.
It's been everywhere.
I've been everywhere. I've named it after myself. Should check out the Mowbray Gorge, the Mowbray Bluff. Have you been to Mowbrayville?
He's the everywhere man. He's the everywhere man.
Yeah.
Yes, it was up near a town known as Stillhay.
Stillhay.
Stillhay. I wanted to call it Stillbray, but they wouldn't let me.
Hey, that's what they like in Stillbray, I suppose. Might have to go venture up that way eventually. Any other interesting things up around there?
Well, there's Mount Mowbray. It's more of a hill than a mountain, but I named that one.
You named that one as well.
Yes, of course.
Quick question for you. Do you just go around the countryside and just name everything after yourself?
I don't, but now that you mention it, this manor here, Mowbray Manor, it is wonderful.
Thank you very much for your time. We may have further questions, but I think we've got enough for now.
We'll get back to you.
All right, okay.
Unless you know your way around a blacksmith forge.
I know my way around Mowbray Smith, yes.
Alright, we'll talk to you soon.
Last up.
Khajiit's coin.
There it is. I got to get the Khajiit voice from Skyrim.
Khajiit's coins if you have wares. There we go. Wonderful. Hello. This one is named Howls Under the Earth. You can call me Howls.
This is the Tabaxi.
Did you say towels under the earth?
Howls Under the Earth.
Like towels.
More like a howl.
Howls Under the Earth. Wonderful name.
You can call
Strong
me...
name.
You can call this one Howls if you prefer.
Howls it is.
I am a Tabaxi, as you can see. Although I'm pretty sure... this one is pretty sure that a Leonin was involved in the line somewhere.
Yeah, she has very bright green eyes. She stands about 170 centimeters tall, quite skinny, quite lithe, but very prominent forearm muscles and chest muscles. Very Leonin looking, very lion looking, but still quite clearly Tabaxi rather than lion folk. Yeah, and
is
she's
it like
wearing...
her facial features that come across as Leonin?
Yeah, and her claws as well. The Tabaxi, the Leonin Tabaxi difference is that the claws are much more prominent on the Leonins. They're much more muscular. The tail as well isn't a Tabaxi tail; it's a lion tail.
Right.
She has very Leonin sort of features.
Yes, sorry, Tkajit, there we go. Jizargo, great.
Just have to find the voice.
Yes, this one trained as a blacksmith for many years.
Oh,
and
fantastic.
you can see she's wearing craftsman's wares.
As she says that, Emeric's ears prick up.
Howls, this one cannot help but notice you have room for a blacksmithery towards the south of your manor.
Yes, we were actually looking for someone such as yourself to come in and help us restore it.
And I think it'd be really... Oh, sorry for cutting off, my friend.
Just was going to say this one is very skilled in the art of blacksmithing.
I haven't really talked to many of the other members about this. I thought it'd be pretty good to open up a blacksmithy as well as like our own little business to run with the guild.
This one would be very interested. Khajiit will have wares if you have coin. Yes, Howls can produce goods, you produce coin, or the public do.
Well, I think it would be a mutual partnership.
Excellent.
We would have the forge, you could work it, and we can prosper together.
This one is pleased with that development.
I look at her and I raise my hand and I reveal that it's the metal hand that I have. What do you reckon about this? Could you do anything with this beautiful bastard?
May this one take a closer look.
I just nod.
She walks over. She looks at the join where it attaches to your arm. She pulls out a small screwdriver.
May this one detach?
Go for it. Have a look.
She makes a few quick turns, presses a small button locked underneath a plate, and your arm with a hiss detaches. She looks over the arm, taking some notes.
Yes, fine work indeed, but not beyond the skill of Howls.
Oh yeah, no one's really talking. I guess everyone's so in awe.
As it
yes,
should be.
I was just watching you work your fine magic on that arm of Emeric's.
Where
Is
our
it coming off from the
chemists-
shoulder? Is it? Is it the full arm?
Just the forearm.
Or just the
Elbow
forearm?
downwards.
Elbow down. Okay.
Have you worked in Oxenfurt? Where did you apprentice?
I apprenticed in the Summer Isles towards...
Sorry, let me pull open my map. You're asking me details about my world.
It's as if we want to know more.
Yes, how dare you?
This one is from Aristos, from the Shattered Isles. My father raised me. He was a skilled blacksmith. Sorry, my father raised this one. He was a skilled blacksmith. This one has learnt the trade. Since coming to Oshia, this one has learnt much of the artificing, I believe you call it, from the Magistars in Palin.
Amazing.
This one has
Well,
been in
it's,
Oxenfurt not long. This one was looking to speak to the university about acquiring books on learning more.
And quick question for you as well.
Yes?
You, by chance, don't happen to worship Bahamut?
This one takes no gods.
Oh, perfect. Love her. Love her already. She's amazing.
Well, there is lodging connected to the smithery. We could come to an arrangement where you live in the manor.
This one prefers a tent. Stone above your head is unnatural.
That's fine. Do you want to stay in the grounds, though?
This one will set up shop close to the blacksmithery, if that is okay.
Perfect.
That's fine.
We can even have a little stall and everything for you outside.
Excellent. This one will get to work right away. If the job is ours.
Welcome to Tempest Guild House.
Oh, we should probably still check with everyone, make sure.
You don't have to make a decision
what's
now.
What's Claire
Yeah,
and
I'm
think?
cool with this.
I still want to kind of try and milk more, world details out of the good old explorer bloke. But you just said that he went through a recent divorce.
You get 2 unskilled hirelings. You can appoint him as an unskilled hireling.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, cool. Because let's be honest,
Would
you
he
seems
be
to know that
willing
he's...
to do that, though?
You don't know.
Oh, didn't you just say that he's been through a recent breakup or
Oh my
divorce?
God.
He did say he'd been through a recent divorce.
Oh, well, while the Tabaxi's not using the lodgings next to the blacksmithery, we could also offer him room and board if he's a little bit...
And honestly, I do love his voice.
Oh, so do I. I think it's fantastic.
Me too. It's definitely not painful to do for long periods of time. Fantastic.
Oh, we can have
Yay.
like a 3-hour-long conversation next week.
It's the
That's actually
sacrifices you make.
But what is he going to do for us?
Oh, I'm just going to
You
get
guys will have to
information
give
from
him
and
jobs.
then out.
You'll give him
like-
give him tasks.
He does a lot of. He knows the lay of the land.
Okay.
He could have like hidden gems for us to find and other things. Who knows?
He very well may do so. I think that's a really good place to wrap up for tonight. We'll be getting right back into the story in our next session. We've been doing this sort of little diversion stuff to show off some of the guild roles and the guild module that I've come up with, based a little bit on the fantastic Acquisitions Incorporated sourcebook. I've adapted that for more of an adventuring guild rather than it being a company that you run. If there's some interest in that, I will be chucking it up on the DM's Guild if anyone's interested in seeing some more of this stuff. We're going to be exploring the roles and the stuff that you get as part of it as we go through this adventure. We'll come back for episode 13. These guys will have picked their staff for their adventuring guilds. They'll have their guilds outfitted. We'll do a little bit of a time jump of a couple of days, and we'll be jumping straight back in with episode 13. Thank you so much for joining me. I can see that we've had a couple of people pop in and out. We've had a few people stick around. Thank you so much for sticking with us. If you're listening to this on the podcast or watching this on YouTube, absolutely please hit us a like and subscribe. It really helps us out. We're not too far off hitting Twitch affiliate. YouTube, we've got a bit of a way to go. You need 1,000 subscribers, so got a bit of a way to go yet.
Make 1,000 accounts and join.
Make 1,000, yeah. If you want to help us out, please feel free to do so. We really appreciate it. But with that, we will bid you all good night. Thank you so much for joining us.
See you next time, guys.
See you
Thanks,
next
guys.
time.
Stay
See you
safe.
later, everyone. Stay safe. We will see you all later.